Hi everybody and welcome back to the Kraut+Redneck channel. Today I want to show you how to make authentic jerk chicken, the jerk marinade, and I will show you how to spatchcock chicken. Here is a little list of the ingredients we will need. It's quite a few, so I've split them up into a list of the spices, a list of the paste ingredients, and a list of the stuff we need to make the jerk chicken. As usual, you will find the exact measurements below and on the Kraut+Redneck website. Make sure to watch the whole video. Towards the end, I have a bunch of frequently asked questions and how-tos to make it easy for you. My name is Holger Holgersen and I'm the Kraut in Kraut+Redneck. Jerk is a culinary tradition of Jamaica. The jerk marinade incorporates everything that you can find on this beautiful island. Allspice, a key flavor of the marinade, is the seed of the pimento tree, which we will use for our smoker. Jamaican ginger is being regarded as one of the most flavorful gingers in the world. And of course, Scotch bonnet peppers. These cute little chili peppers are pretty vicious. They are cultivar of the habanero pepper and the heat is about the same. They remind me a little bit of a Scottish beret, and that's exactly where they got their names from. The flavor of the Scotch bonnet peppers is completely different from habaneros. They are way more fruity and just a little bit more Caribbean. Another important flavor component in jerk is thyme. Let's try to get fresh thyme because it's so much more fragrant. The jerk paste gets the freshness and acidity from citrus. We're going to combine freshly squeezed orange juice, lime juice, some white wine vinegar, vegetable oil, and of course, rum. Yummin'! The most efficient way to make the jerk marinade is in 3 different steps. First, I grind and blend all the dry spices. Then, I blend all the fresh ingredients without the liquids. The third step is to mix all the liquids. Spices have way more punch when you toast them quickly until they're fragrant in a cast iron skillet. Make sure not to burn them. They're done when they have a little popping noise. I usually like to crush the spices with mortar and pestle to release the essential oils. However, in this case, we have so many ingredients, a food processor comes in pretty handy. With Scotch bonnet peppers, I always remove the seeds and the stems. The peppers are pretty hot by themselves. Don't throw out the seeds in case you think it needs more heat, you can add some later. When we're finally combining the 3 different blends, we're adding the liquid components in little increments to make sure we're ending up with a nice and fluffy paste and not a soup. When we're happy with the paste, we have to try it and see about the salt level. I recommend to use a little bit less salt to start with and add some later if needed. The jerk marinade is intended to be pretty spicy. If you feel it needs more heat, just add a couple of these seeds and use the blender again. Jerk marinade has quite a few ingredients. I always make a bigger batch and freeze the leftovers. Jerk marinade is fantastic on barbecue, on ribs, or even on fish. If you have never spatchcocked a chicken, it's about time you learn it. Spatchcock chicken will change the way you grill chicken forever. A spatchcock chicken cooks extremely evenly. You will have moist breast meat and very succulent legs and thighs. All you need is a regular pair of household scissors and a sharp knife. Put the chicken breast side down and locate the backbone. If your chicken still has the neck, it's extremely easy to see where the backbone runs. All you have to do is to make 2 cuts with the scissors, one on the right side of the backbone and the other one on the left side. It may seem hard to cut through a chicken with a pair of household scissors, but it actually is not. All you need is a firm grip and the right spot to cut. If the scissors don't go through easy, just adjust a little bit the position where you're cutting. See, it just pops through. Everybody here at Kraut+Redneck believes in head to toe. This means we're extremely thankful for the animal and we're trying to use every part as good as we can. The backbone is a wonderful thing to use to make chicken stock. Homemade chicken stock is extremely yummy and very healthy. We will have a little video to show you how to make it because it's super easy. I always trim off some excess skin or fat in order to have a nice bird for the grill. Look how beautiful this little bird is now. And we have some more skin to trim. All that is left to do now is to make one more cut with our kitchen knife. We have to find that little spot where the cartilage covers up the breastbone. Take your kitchen knife and make about a 1/4 inch cut through the cartilage. When you bend the chicken now, the breastbone will just pop out and you can lay the chicken flat. This is how you spatchcock a chicken. Easy, isn't it? When you apply the marinade to the chicken, you may use a spatula, a brush, or your hands. Just make sure you get it into all the nooks and crannies. Some people even like to give the chicken a little massage with the marinade. The jerk chicken should marinate for about 24 hours minimum. In Jamaica, they marinate them for up to a week. Actually, the flavor of the meat will intensify the longer you marinate it. Store the marinated chicken in the fridge. You can put it into a plastic container or a bowl with some saran wrap. I personally like to vacuum seal my marinated chicken. The vacuum actually intensifies the flavors and also it speeds up the marination process significantly. Jerk chicken should be grilled or smoked low and slow. I personally use my Kamado grill and I get it to about 250 degrees. When I put the marinated chicken on the grill, I will not wash off any of the spices or the marinade of the chicken. I put the spatchcock chicken breast up on the grill and I do never flip it. The chicken should be room temperature when you put it on the grill. Over the course of the 2 or 3 hours on the grill, I will use some of the marinade with some extra liquid to mop the chicken so it doesn't dry out. In order to create the mop, you can add a little bit of lime juice, maybe some honey or a splash of beer to the marinade. This would also function as a little glaze on the chicken, which is not too bad either. Just make sure when you mop the chicken that you don't wash off all the beautiful marinade that is already on the chicken. The cooking time depends on the size of your chicken. Core temperature of the white meat should hit about 165 degrees and the legs and thighs can easily be 185. That's when they really start to get juicy. The beauty of a spatchcock chicken is that it cooks very evenly. If you don't want to utilize a whole chicken or you just happen to have legs and thighs available, this works just as fine. What can be served with jerk chicken? First and foremost, in Jamaica, they always serve you some extra Scotch bonnet pepper hot sauce. Traditionally, people combine jerk chicken with rice and plantains, or as the Jamaicans call them, plantains. I like them to be sliced and fried until they're golden brown. Here are some additional tips and tricks. If you're homesteading and processing your own chicken, you may want to consider to marinate several chickens and freeze them in the vacuum bags. It's nice to have them handily available when you have the craving for jerk chicken. It might be challenging to find Scotch bonnet peppers. Of course, you could use habaneros, but the taste is not quite the same. I find them on Etsy in little stores. People are super nice and always ship them immediately. I always order about a pound and I freeze them. You will need only a couple for the dish, but they come in very handy when you have them in the freezer. When you have the choice between yellow, orange or red ones, just order a couple of each and find out which kind of heat suits your taste best. Do we really need pimento wood to cook jerk chicken? This is a question I hear a lot of times. I have found that pimento wood actually does make a difference in the way how the chicken tastes. You can find little bags of pimento wood either on Etsy or in little dedicated web stores on the internet. How important is it to have Jamaican ginger? Well, the truth of the matter is, ginger from Jamaica is extremely good, but it's almost impossible to find any in the US. I just go with whatever I can find in the grocery store and it's just fine. We decided to fry up some plantains to go along with the jerk chicken. The sweetness of the plantains goes really well with that spicy meat. Look at that, golden brown outside and it's nice and sweet and tender inside. We're intending to do a little video about how to cook plantains and also a little bit background information. About 2 hours and 40 minutes into the grill, the chicken is ready to be taken off. Beautiful golden brown crispy skin. Man, I can't tell you the smell when you open up that grill. It is extremely fragrant. You get the pimento wood, the allspice, and of course the succulent smell of a grilled chicken. And look at that. I could literally pull the bone out of the chicken with my hands. It falls off the bone. It's incredibly juicy. Talking about the breast meat, it is so moist. It's just unbelievably good. We really hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed cooking for you guys. Feel free to ask questions in the comment box below. We also like some love from you guys, so like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to check out the Kraut+Redneck website. We're extremely passionate about what we're doing. There's a whole bunch of other information to the dish and also stories and anecdotes how we found it. We sincerely hope to see you again soon. Here's a big howl from the soup hound of Kraut+Redneck.
Ich hab einen Jesus aus buntem Pappmaché. Der hängt total vergilbt in meinem LKW. Die toten Fliegen zerdrückt in einem Glas. Mancher findet's krankhaft, doch mir macht's einfach Spaß. Ich spioniere vom Keller bis zum Dach. Kenn die Intrigen, das ganze Rattenpack. Ich hab gesoffen, gehurt und randaliert. Hab jede Droge bis zum Exzess probiert.